Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm not ready at all. What's up, friends? My name's Aaron Ciotti. Everybody calls me Ciotti. And earlier stream, and thus my not readiness. Also, I forgot when I stream earlier in the day, this huge window right here, it's this big, it's gigantic, gets hit by the sun. And this room looks like crap. So, yeah. Oh, God. The microphone is in the shot a little bit. Oh, man. What a hot mess. What a hot mess. That flight footage was my edit called Destroying Brand New Zing 1507s. Here comes a link in the chat. Go check it out if you want the actual edited version of it with a song that's cut to the flying and all that good stuff. In the chat, Rick Zapata, Athix, Steve Wu, Don Ladd. Steve Wu, you're new. Thanks for coming. Thanks for discovering me. Maybe you've just been lurking. Thanks for posting. Don Ladd's, Gary Higgins, EE Doc, RC Addict, Remy Tim, Jedi Pritchard, RC Addict again, RC Ritter, EE Doc, Toxic, License to Drive, Zach, Toxic again, Beep Tube, RC Ritter, License to Drive again, Mork. What's up, Mork? You haven't posted in a while. Greg Womack and CiottiFPV. Welcome, fuckers, and BeepTube. If you want to ask me a question directly, just type CiottiFPV and I will see it and read it and respond. Don Lads did that. He hopes that I'm good. RC Addict said, hope you're having a wonderful day. And Greg Womack just said, I'm coming for some Fiverr love soon. I was reading it as like five ever. I'm like, five ever. Gary Higgins says, got my new Ripsqueak frame. I have some 1404 Eco motors. What is a great size for it, and have any other tips for the build? Gary, so I think today is going to be less Whoop Wednesday and more micro brushless Wednesday, because we're going to talk about 3-inch versus 2.5-inch. Basically, there really aren't any great 3-inch freestyle props at the moment. There are a bunch of good ones, but there are not any great ones. 2.5-inch is not the same deal. We have great 2.5. We have a great 2.5-inch prop, and it's this one. This is the Emax Avan Scimitar 2.5 by 1.9 by 3. Emax, please, 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 please make a 3-inch version of this. Please, 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 please. This is the best. This is arguably the best micro propeller. Full stop. More specifically, this is the best freestyle micro propeller. The reason why I just started talking about this is because Gary mentioned 1404 eco motors, and 1404s are going to be real good on this propeller, but 1404s become a little bit overwhelmed on a 3-inch tri-blade propeller. The Ripsqueak frame does have a 2.5-inch arm option. So, Gary, if you want to use those 1404s, I mean, for right now, just run 2.5. Just keep. You probably got the 3-inch arms, so just leave those. It's fine. Put those motors on it. Get you some of these props, and if you like it, go down to the 2.5-inch props to save a little bit of weight on the ends of the arms. I don't feel totally bad about shifting over and talking about this today because of the prop guards. With prop guards, this kind of becomes a Cinewhoop. Yeah. Rolled says, what's the easiest whoop to work on? The bind and flies that you don't have to work on. What's the best whoop for going into tiny spaces like under the bed? I wish my tracer was easy to install on a whoop. Rolled, the whoops are all a nightmare. The Newbie Drone AIO board is more of a nightmare than most because they use a proprietary motor plug, but everything else about the board is the best. Built-in 100 milliwatt VTX. This is the Newbie Drone Acro B V1. Don't get the V2, V1. And you're not going to be able to get the V1 because it's been sold out for a while. When it Dalton is checking Dalton works for Newbie Drone, and he's checking every morning, he said, to see when that thing comes back in. So as soon as it comes back in stock, I will let you guys know. But yeah, the whoops are all a complete nightmare to work on. In terms of what's the best for going to tiny spaces, that's what I've really been spending a lot of time working on and figuring out over the last couple months. So there's lots of Whoop Wednesday content talking about that for you. And I've kind of settled on, so I'm building these whoops to carry the Insta360 Go because I'm just staggered at how good the quality of the footage is for an 18-gram HD camera that has the option for full stabilization. Man, it looks terrible in here. If you guys ever wanted an example of very flat lighting, very flat, boring lighting, this is it. Yeah, so this is got that setup that I was just talking about, but with 0802 25,000 kV motors. These are, you have, if you're going to go down to the small size, you have to run these motors. There is no other motor that's going to make enough power to pick an Insta360 Go up. And these are made by Happy Model. 0802 25,000 kV. It's going to eat a Newbie Drone. You also need to run the Newbie Drone Gold 300 mAh batteries, and it's going to eat that battery in about a minute. So it's not ideal. This is a better bet. This is the Cockroach 75 frame on 1102 19,000s. Beta FPV makes an 1102. Is it 18,000? Hold on. They're here somewhere. Here they are. I think it's an 18,000. Yeah. Newbie Drone 18,000, and the Newbie Drone motors are definitely smoother running, and I am dealing with jello on this rig. That could be caused by, this is the Newbie Drone Acro B V2, which has the Bosch gyro, that is really not ideal for us. So it could be because of the gyro in this. It might not be because of these notchy. It might not be because these Happy model motors are a little bit more notchy than the Beta FPV motors. These motors are like a little coggy, but they're not. I don't think they're too coggy. I think the problem is the AIO board. So as soon as I possibly can, I'm gonna get like, I think I'm gonna get like 3 of the V1 Newbie Drone boards. One will go in here, and then I already have one in the 65, and then the other 2 are gonna be going into this, so that I can head-to-head these Beta FPV 1102s versus the Happy Model 1102s, and then the other one is just going to be another like kind of testing platform. So yeah, cool stuff coming up there. I just I just need those boards. There's not another. The Whoop AIO boards are a complete nightmare right now. They all have like really fatal flaws, and the Newbie Drone board's fatal flaw is that they use these proprietary motor plugs, but that it's the least fatal of the flaws in these Whoop boards. So there's that. License to Drive says, what? Wait, he says, what? Not even the Avan Minis for a 3-inch? They rip. They do License to Drive, but they don't fit on many motors, and they're very fragile. These 2.5-inch scimitars are so strong. Like, here's, let me give you an example. No, I have a cup here with like one of every micro propeller. So let me just find the Avan 3-inch in here, because there will be one. Hey, there it is. So here, look at the difference, right? Avan 3-inch, 2.5-inch. And I'm actually pushing harder on this one to be able to show you guys, but that sucks. Like these are great when they're in the air, but the second that you crash, these are a complete nightmare. And these being the Avan 3-inch. So yeah, I really hope that they won't. I mean, they don't watch this or care. Maybe they do, but I think more likely is going to be GemFan making a really decent 3-inch freestyle prop. They've already got the 3016, which is damn good, but it's still not quite durable enough, and it's a little low pitch. We need something with a little bit more pitch, in my honest opinion. So yeah, there's that. What else we got going on here? I need to keep this in front of me so that I can... And then there's these big, beautiful bastards. This is the T-Motor 3140. This is the one that I really like, but it's T-mount, or it's M5 mount only. And I don't like M5 mount until you're up like over 250 grams, because it's a longer lever, and there's a number of different reasons. Rick Cepeda says, when you get time, check your Patreon messages. I sent you a message. Will do, Rick. Greg Womack says, Mamba Stack, Mamba 400 VTX, Zing 1204. As a 2.5 build, what props should I run? Avan Rush props seem to drain that 3S battery. I mean, that should not be, Greg. These Avan scimitars with a 1.9 pitch, and just the way that Sage Thayer designs the blade profile for Emax. These are almost certainly the most efficient 2.5-inch prop available. So if you're not getting enough runtime with these propellers, don't blame the propellers. Blame the rest of the build, and figure out what's going on in the rest of the build. EEDoc says the new Eachine Cinefun has 1102 19,000 kV motors. Awesome. So now we've got another 1102 option. So let me go. Let's see if they sell those. 1102 19,000 kV. Those are the happy model motors. All right, so we still only have two options. Looks like, yeah, Eachine is just rebranding the happy model motors. That's funny. Good thought though. Fear for Fun FPV says, did I do good? Haven't completed the build yet. Fraybot frame, Beta FPV, F4 AIO 20 amp stack, RCN power 1204 5000s. Fear for Fun, that's pretty similar to what... Well, you guys tell me. Do you guys want to spend today talking about this with more of like a freestyle, 3-inch micro brushless freestyle conversation today? Or I can start the Fraybot build. It's got to get started at some point. So you guys tell me. What do you want? Fear for Fun, the only thing I'm going to do on my Fraybot build is go up a little bit on the stator width. 2.5-inch propellers, I really like how they feel on a 13 millimeter wide motor, but 12, I mean, you're only sacrificing 1 millimeter. You got 1204s, and that's awesome. So yeah, that's going to be a great build. I would run that on 4S for sure. Remy Tim says, that really is super poor gaslighting. I just have you in my ear while I'm working today. I thought you were exaggerating. Hey, for all of you guys that have been asking me, ooh, this propeller is a good head scratcher. I mean, it hasn't been a lot of people, but for the few folks that have been asking me for podcasts of these, up until about a half an hour ago, I thought that what I would need to do is download the entire stream, which is a pain, dump it into Premiere, which is a pain, strip the audio out, export it out of Premiere, which is a pain, and because of how much of a thing that's been, I've never done it. But I just realized, which is insane because I've been doing this forever to pull music off of YouTube every so often for my edits. I can just grab, like when these streams are over, I can just grab the link, drop it into one of the million YouTube to MP3 converters on the internet. It'll kick out the MP3, and then Patreon lets you just dump it lets you just dump the MP3 in, and it creates a podcast for you right there on Patreon. So another benefit of Patreon is about to be podcast versions of these streams, as long as I don't forget to do it. So yeah, there you guys go. And speaking of, yeah, let me make some money. CiottiFPV.com has a million ways for you guys to support me. There's an Etsy store with a whole bunch of really cool stickers, and I actually just did an order for some more stickers. So yeah, lots of good stuff over there. Of course, there's a link to the Patreon page with all kinds of fun stuff going on, as well as 6 giveaways a month. Fiverr, lots of good stuff there. Teespring, treat yourself to a nice quality t-shirt. We went with Teespring, and we used the more premium shirts because you guys deserve it. Treat yourself! And a bunch of affiliate links. If you're ever doing a Get FPV or an Amazon or Banggood or Oh My God order, Camera Butter, AliExpress maybe, there's a bunch. Yeah, CiottiFPV.com. Before you do that order, hit the appropriate affiliate link and I'll get some free money and I'll love you for it. So there we go. Car insurance has been sold. Thanks for listening. License to Drive says, I figured out how to put Avan minis on almost any appropriately sized motor. Haku.com. Oh, a little adapter? Okay. Yeah, that'll work. I hate that. I have to admit, I hate that idea because it's heavy, and adding any weight to the rotational side of the motors really does take a good chunk out of your response time. So that's not really a solution for me. You know what it is too? The Avan 3-inch props are they're very fragile. So they're the Gemfan Wind Dancer 3028s are just as good of a propeller. They're just as fragile, and you don't have to do that. So I'll stick with the Gemfan props, but that's a great idea. I mean, that's the only way to do it. So good stuff, License. I won't be using it, but that doesn't mean that you guys shouldn't, because the Avan 3-inch props are really good. But the Gemfan 3028s are everybody's good, in my experience. Guys, good. Hey, License to Drive. Drop the link to your Thingiverse. License to Drive is making some awesome stuff. You guys should go check it out. Mr. Huggy says, I have a surprise for you. Copying link address. Pasting link address. Message is super. What is that? Capture messages. I don't know what that is. What is that? Something filter or pop out? Yeah, I don't know what that is. Tell me what that is. Mr. Huck. Oh wait, you did. If you use Chrome, there's this extension that creates a filtered chat. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I see. So it'll just put the... Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. Man, I'm going to have to get a third monitor. I don't really have a spot here. I don't want to like replace the full chat because sometimes you guys forget to tag me. Although I guess I could put the filter. Yeah, I do want to make sure that I look at the whole chat because sometimes I also just read through the non tag chats. That's pretty dope, Mr. Huggy. Hold on. Good find. I need to copy a link address, and I'm gonna need to reorganize my my windows on these two monitors to get this figured out. Well, actually, oh man, when I switched over to the laptop, I was gonna bail on one of these monitors to just kind of condense my little area here, but maybe I won't. Oh wait, yes I will, because this thing only has one monitor output. Damn. Yeah, when I go to one of the reasons that I've been kind of dragging my feet on going over to the laptop is that the laptop screen, these are like 23-inch monitors and the laptop is a 17. The resolution is pretty much the same on the laptop, but it's just much smaller. And I use every single millimeter of real estate on here for all the things that are required for streaming. But yeah, that's super helpful. I'll figure out how to incorporate it. Good find, Mr. Huggy. Thanks for that, brother. Remy Tim says, start the BB build. What's BB? BB. Oh, BattleBots. God damn it. Vicious Stitches said, building all these drones to be released from the BattleBot. Yeah, exactly. Rick Zapata says, I did the pre-order for Tommy's new sub 255-inch frame last night. I can't wait to see how it flies. Nice, Rick. Tommy just messaged me yesterday. He's shooting me one with 4-inch arms. I think I browbeat Tommy hard enough into doing 4-inch arms. So that's going to be awesome. Cage Drummer in the house, and then Mr. Huggy says it even archives the chat so you can go back to it later on. Very, very cool. Good find, Huggy. Okay, so let's see what you guys had to say about this versus the QAV Cine Freybot edition. Zach is on the side of the Freybot. Remy Tim is on the side of the BattleBots build. Private Island says 420. Gary Higgins wants the freestyle talk. And it looks like that's it. Nobody else cares. Everybody else just wants to hang out, which is totally cool. Gary Higgins says, how is the T-Motor 1404? I'm not sure, Gary. I haven't had a chance to run it. I'm so happy with the RCX 1304s that I've never really spelunked down the cavern of 1404s. But T-Motor makes like just good motors kind of top to bottom, so it's a pretty good bet that it'll be good. All right. Since it's 1-1, and since I have this in front of me, let's just keep going with this. So here's the deal with this guy. This is a Rotorius CB 2.5 frame. Just pretend that this is a Ripsqueak Micro with the 2.5-inch arms, because they're very similar. Lilithium in the house. Everybody go check out Lilithium's channel. She is flying a ton, and she shreds. Go now, or else. So yeah, there are the Transtech 2.5-inch ducts. There are also Gepar C 3-inch ducts, and you could use not ducts, sorry, prop guards, which you could totally use. And so these frames, yeah, I mean, these, a 2.5-inch or a 3-inch freestyle rig, right? Freestyle frame. If there's a way to put an Insta360 Go or a thanks, Dan, or a naked GoPro on it, arguably, there's kind of no reason to build a Cinewoop. Unless you're looking to like go slower or pick up a full-size GoPro, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. It's not true. The prop guards are really good, but there is a limit. But like I think that we haven't really explored the prop guarded 2.5-inch or 3-inch freestyle rig as much as we should. And it's really kind of opened my eyes over the last 6 months that I've been like here and there kind of messing around with it. So yeah, I'm gonna try to spend some more time playing around with these. And this is gonna be the 2.5-inch. The first thing I'm gonna be doing here is I've got these RCX 1304 5000s, which are $8 a motor. And they're brilliant. They're beautifully smooth. You get nice. You don't get any jello, any bullshit. You can crank the PID tune to the moon. But they're old. These are like 3+ year old motors. So a few months ago, I picked up a bunch of alternate options. These are the AMAX 1303s. And they're really nice looking. Look how pretty these motors are. They're also very light. So this is the AMAX 1303. I have high hopes for this. The only thing I'm worried about is that these 1304s, like, I would kind of like a little bit more power from them. and going from a 1304 to a 1303 is not going to do that. But this is a much more modern motor, and the more modern motors are making more power. They've got stronger magnets. They've got potentially curved magnets. Holy hell, this has curved magnets. Wow. AMAX. I didn't think they could do that in this small of a scale. That's a curved magnet. And, oh my god. Look what it's got on the bottom. What? How am I just noticing this now? See it? That's a screw to hold the bell on, rather than a C-clip. Wow. Okay. So now I want to put these motors on right now. Okay, that's what this stream is going to be. I have to fly these right away. Yeah, okay, so... Sorry for anybody that came for the Freybot build, but this is a big deal. AMAX 1303. What's the KV? 7500. 7500 kV install. All right. How did I not catch that? Here's my hunch though. My hunch is that these are not gonna be super durable. They just don't look durable. But yeah, we're gonna install these today. Okay, so this took a turn, but that's okay. The other motors that I'm gonna try on this build are the Pyrodrone Hyperlight 1303.5s. Do they also have anything incredible about them? No, they just have a C-clip as per normal, and they don't have curved magnets either. But that's okay. I'm yeah, that's fine. So there's these that we're gonna try, and we're also gonna try these 1404.5 Pyrodrone Hyperlight motors. Which are too low of a KV. That's going to be an issue. That's all right. Here's what they look like. C-clip, flat magnets. Wow, these... okay, yeah, so these AMAX motors, let's not wait another minute. Let's get those installed. Because they could be really good, or they could be really fragile. I have a feeling they're going to be very fragile. And that is kind of a deal breaker for me, but maybe not you guys. So let me get caught up on the chat, and then I'm just going to start tearing this thing apart. I just started to put it back together, too. Because I took the prop guards off of it. Yeah, prop guards. I said it right this time. I took the prop guards off of it on the stream Monday night, I guess it was. So this is good. I also want to fly this a little bit because this has the most minimal Insta360 Go mount, and my Insta360 Go has a scratched lens, and I do have the Amazon Assurion physical damage protection, so I want to smash it the rest of the way because you might as well, right? Like I could just do the return now, and I wouldn't have a really good feel for the amount of abuse that it'll take. Or I could go and fly it really hard, and inevitably I'll break it, and then I'll have an idea of how much punishment the Insta360 Goes can take. Alexander says the whole duct prop guard thing is always so loosely thrown around. How often are any of these honestly ducts versus deep prop guards? Alexander, I agreed with you until I started flying them more, and the big thing that the guards do, and the ducts do, is slow the rig down, and so that you can fly at yeah, you can just fly slower. Without the prop guards, the rigs just slip through the air, and it's literally hard to fly them slowly. So I really view the ducts and the guards as more of a device to slow the rig down, which is a cinematic thing, right? It's something that we're doing with these small rigs a lot now. Metal says, I put a set of those Transtech 2.5 ducts on the Ripsqueak. It can carry a 360 go. Still need to give it a good workout. That's what I've been doing on this Metal Dirt Skin. It's shockingly good. It's yeah, it kind of blew me away. That AMAX is a 2mm motor shaft. Will any of the 2.5-inch props even fit that without being drilled? It better not be a 2mm motor shaft. It better not. God damn it. All right, not putting these on. There aren't any props for them. And the whole drilling props thing is, God damn it, really? Bob. Thanks. Fuck. Thanks a lot, Rugi. Apparently he's got coming from China a specific prop drilling tool, which is the only way to drill them straight so that they'll stay balanced. Man, I've played this drill the props out game so many times over the past, and it is just always a nightmare. It takes micros that are already a nightmare, and it makes them a living nightmare. God damn it. Maybe we are building the... Hold on. All right. I'm not feeling... I don't know. I'm struggling a little bit today. So let's just have a Q&A stream. The Freybot build is over there. No. Let's do the Freybot build. Oh my god. Yeah. I don't know, I have an off day. I'm really hungry too. I didn't eat anything. And the fucking thing is shooting me in the face again, even though I keep putting the tape on it. Stay there. There we go. No, it's still there. B-Man says, what's up? I don't think I ever seen your place lit up so bright before. Yeah, man, I hate it. 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 I want to try to stream earlier in the day so that I have more of a normal kind of life. Kristen also wakes up at like 8, 9, 10 o'clock. And like having such an and then I wake up at like fucking noon. And having like that much of an overlap, like I would rather not have that. You know what I mean? Like it would be... It's just not good to wake up at 11:30, 11:45, 12 o'clock. I make it work, but yeah, I want to get onto a more normal human being schedule. And luckily I've got her as an example to kind of help me through that, so I'm super lucky in that respect. But yeah, I want to stream earlier, but this is annoying me. I'm gonna stream earlier. How about that? Man, we are just off the goddamn reservation already. Alexander says, just posted a link to DJI V2. Lost my place. Pre-order from Makerfire in the Discord. Not familiar with Makerfire. Anyone here familiar with them? I feel like I've heard of Maker Fire, but just like as a name, I've just like heard the name. I haven't actually heard anything about them. Roll D says, what whoop and 2-inch and 3-inch are best when it comes to flying in tight spaces? We talked about that. I answered your question before, Roll D. Rewind in the stream. Rick Cepeda says, I fly prop guards on my 2-inch BQE at times, and it flies really well with them. Yeah, the prop guards fly shockingly well, and the Gep RC prop guards are nowhere near as tall as the Transtech ones. And yeah, they slow it down a little bit for sure, but it's kind of good to go. It's shocking how decent it flies with them. Sick of Life 90 says, send a bunch of props my way, I'll drill them real good like. Sick of Life, do you have the super secret crazy tool that Kebab is the only one that's been able to source? KVFPV says, hangry? Yeah, I am. I haven't, I had like a half a bowl of cereal this morning and then my stomach started hurting. Sick of Life says, Flywoo ultra light motor time. What do you mean, Sick of Life 90? I'm not familiar with that. Jason Crabtree says... Change the stream name to Man Finds Perfect 2.5-inch motor and then has dreams crushed. Yeah. Oh, Metal Dirtskin says, got an email from FPV Cycle that the prop drilling tool came back in stock yesterday. I would love to do this after the stream, but it'll be gone by that time. So... you guys are just going to have to watch me do this. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Is it in props? Come on. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I'll find it. I'll find it. Oh. Oh, I'm gonna get a shirt. Come on, where's it at? This is useful consumer advice. I don't feel bad doing this because you guys might want to get this as well. I'll just keep telling myself that. Ah, where are you? Super secret prop. There it is. Okay. I'm gonna get 2 of them. No, 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 no. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't take a second one away from other people. Just one. Just one. Which shirt should I get here? What this is kind of cool. But white stuff gets very dirty. Yeah, I don't have many of these. I love long sleeve t-shirts. Oh, look at that. Look at how fancy. Vintage black is the only option. Add to cart. How much do I have to spend on here to get free shipping? $75. All right, fair enough. Let's spend $75 on FPV Cycle. Caddx Antlight. We'll just go through the whole FPV Cycle stream. Website. Yo, I am hungry as hell. This is gonna be a short stream. I'm too hungry to do a long stream. Sorry. What else? What else? What else? 600 mAh1S. I would like another. I think I do want another one of these. These are nice to have for the Cinewhoops for like ultra long run times. So let me snag another one of these. Athix, I have a good amount of glide arms. You can kind of never have too many. But oddly enough, I do have a bunch. And I haven't... I'm just not flying 5-inch much anymore. Check out some of his rubber bands are really cool. I'm actually kind of loaded up on them. 5S 1550, that's interesting. 1256S. XT30 to PH2 adapter. That's interesting. What the hell's that for? Whatever. Keep going. Keep going. Just get to $75. Am I close? Am I close? Ooh, so close. All right, one more thing. One more thing. Props. Anything? Pretty much all loaded up on propellers right now, so we're good there. Nope. Oh, Mini Mortal T V2. Yeah, let me snag one of these. Let me actually snag 2 of these. That might be all I needed to get me over 75. That's sold out, but we might as well look at the rest of the website. Huge shout out to FPV Cycle. Bob is doing God's work, and he really does such a good job at curating the things that he sells on his website. And he's been a supporter for a long time. So yeah. There have been many a glide frame giveaway, some of which I bought, some of which Bob sent over for the giveaways. What do we got in here? Look at these. Oh, I can't go down this AIO rabbit hole. Or wait, no, these are ESCs. Mamba F25 20x24S only. Mamba 6S 20x20, but it's too big. That's that crazy metal FET thing. Oh, Sick of Life has a milling machine. No shit. Nice. Well, since I can get this thing, so, again, I appreciate it, Sick of Life, but since I can get this little tool, I'm going to be good to go. Hold on, let me scroll back up. I'm missing super chats. Let me leave it there because I have to get this order in, because if I don't, I'm sure that'll sell out. Okay, so this is, I'm not getting anything here. Oh man, I can't really, as much as I would love to get a set of motors, I can't really afford it at the moment. Yeah, get me off this motors page. The only bad things can happen there. Foxy or F7, no. SPC Maker, that's interesting, but no. Titan Mamba Toothpick, capacitors, I'm good to go there. Toothpick, baby tooth, Cinesplore. I would love to pick up another Cinesplore frame for the giveaways. Cineglide is a great frame. Here's that 4-ride, which is super interesting, that I have a the prototype of, which is from that Drift Edit 4-inch motion. That's basically the prototype of this 4-ride frame. Glide 5-inch frame. I'm really tempted to pick up an extra set of arms. Spare hardware pack. Body parts. No, I have enough of the arms. Be a responsible adult. And maybe I'm at 75. God damn, nope, not quite. What do I need? 6 more, 5 and change. What if I get one of the more expensive pieces of clothing? How about that? How about that? Sweatshirt. No, I don't really. I live in the South. I don't really need hoodies. Nor do I really wear hoodies anymore. This is silly. How can I not? I just need something that's $5. I'm sure there's something. Oh, you know what? He's got some interesting hardware, and I kind of just blew right past that section. I'm sure there's. All right, here we go. There's bound to be something in here. Look at this. Yeah, just in case you guys didn't know, look at all the very specific hardware that Bob has. This is a big deal. Some of this stuff is really hard to find. M3x20 standoffs, M3x15, 23, M2 steel lock nuts. Oh, right, yeah. M2x5. Well, that's interesting. I've never seen those before. M2x5 in gold. Huh. That's pretty cool. Look at all this M2 gold hardware. I've never seen that before. It's sold out, though. Steel lock nuts, M3x10. M2. Nylon nut. M3, press nut. Yeah, see, last time I was on his site, I hammered that hardware section, and I got a whole bunch of stuff. And now I just kind of don't need it anymore. What is this thing? It's sold out. ND filters, yeah, I'm good on those as well. Oh, V3 ducts, V3 ducts. They're sold out. Damn. Yeah, I ordered a set of the V3 ducts from him and I ruined them because I'm a stupid, stupid man. Oh, there they are. They're not sold out. Done. Fantastic. Okay. Oh, he's got TPU. I think I'm good though. I have the session for the one Cinesplore. Yeah, okay, I don't need that. This is a little more than I thought, but can I remove that battery maybe? 104 down to 80. Oh, I can. Man, it would be nice to have an extra one of these batteries, though. Oh, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it. It'll be fine. I'll just not eat lunch tomorrow. Logging in so that you guys can't see it. Let me give you something to look at while I'm doing this. Or the computer will shit the bed, as it always does. Great. Thanks, computer. Right here. Watch this nonsense. Watch this nonsense while I check out. Oh, yeah, this is some good nonsense to watch, too. Hold on. Checking out. Express checkout. Ooh. Come on. That's not the right password. Come on. This is why I don't put out one battery edits, because they're like unwatchable. Pay with, and then yes, continue. Ah, free shipping, huzzah! Come on, internet. Come on. Oh, that was cool. I actually remember that. I remember when I dropped down below the dumpster, I was like, man, don't hit that dumpster, dude. All right, there we go. Cool. So I'm still not going to put these motors in right now because I got to wait for this order to get here. But, yeah, eventually we will. Look at that jello from that bent-up prop. For shame. And the fact that it was the middle of the day and I wasn't running an ND filter. Ignore those people. What people? There were no people. Okay. Back to the chat. What do we got? Where was I? Drone Pilot in the house. Jack Lanois, I believe, says, have you ever ripped off motor pads on an ESC from crashes where you've broken arms? I have not, Jack, because I, well, you know, I probably have at some point, but I learned my lesson, potentially, and I give myself a little bit of extra. I always put a little bit of extra wire in there. I just give a little bit of slack here. I also solder the motor wires at an angle like this so that when I'm crashing through trees and the branches go like this, it doesn't pull or grab on the motor wires. So those are the two things that I do to prevent that from happening. Is I solder the first one up at a complete right angle, and then the other two, I solder those at like a 45-ish degree. I basically just fold them down. See what I mean? So that it... hold on. Let me get this piece of shit Logitech to focus manually. That's a really good question, Jack. There is a solution, and I really want to show you the solution because this is the kind of like... This is the kind of thing that makes me feel less crazy about like obsessing over this stuff, because doing this properly right here will actually make a big difference. Like this will legitimately make your rig more durable. And it's even easier to do on a 5-inch rig, but as you can see, you can even do it on a tiny little 3-inch rig. So yeah, if you start soldering your motor wires up like this, you'll have that little bit of extra give so that when the arm breaks, it doesn't pull those motor pads off. Great question. Thanks for asking that question, because I don't talk about that much, and it's a big deal. There's a lot of like little tiny secrets that you... Ooh, it's looking better in here. Yeah, there's a bunch of little tiny secrets that that you learn when you crash a lot, and I always try to dump those secrets on you guys so that you can not rip motor pads off of your ESC, for example. Let's get some sex appeal going in here. What do you guys say? Can you give me purple? You're the best. Oh yeah. I'm feeling better already. It's not true. I'm very hungry. Okay. Yeah. Minecraft torch going. Alright. Alright. Now I feel better about myself. My self-worth is tied to the quality of my lighting. Apparently. Yeah. Now we're talking. There we go. Welcome. My name's Aaron Ciotti. Everybody calls me CiottiFPV. Forget everything that just happened. We're starting over. Shameless FPV says, using motor scaling since forever in the CLI. Love it. In the last stream, you said scaling for 4S and 6S, either 75% or 125%. So you can scale low KV motors up past 100%. If so, mind blown. No. If I said that, I did not mean to say that, Shameless. You can't do that. What I was probably trying to say is that it's a good idea to always buy the highest KV motors, because you can't do that. By buying 2400 KV, for example, for a 5-inch rig and running that on 6S, you have the ability to run... you have the ability to scale up and down to run 4S, 5S, 6S, whereas if you get 1850 kV motors, it's pretty much 6S only. You could run it on 4S, but it's going to be very underpowered. So yeah, that's one of the big reasons why I've been banging on so often about just always buying the highest KV motor available, and then just dealing with the KV in the motor scaling. Sick of Life 90 says, Milling Machine. Don Ladd says, I can make you up a jig. Thanks, Don, but I will be good to go. Apparently that tool that Bob has is the absolute jam. It looks like it, the way that the prop slots in, and it just makes sense that it would be properly aligned. Roldy says, can we talk about TBS? Trappy said he will update firmware on Crossfire after Tracer guys are done testing. He said Crossfire would get reduced latency and reduced packet drop. That's pretty cool. I don't get too much into the receiver stuff. I fly Crossfire on whatever the most recent official release is. I don't have Crossfire shot or any of that fancy stuff, and it just works. So yeah, I'm unfortunately not the guy. I try not to get too bogged down in things that only make like 1/1000th of a percent of a difference. I try to focus on things that have a bigger effect. And I also try to stay away from the hype train, because you can really spend a lot of money on the hype train and just not get much performance benefit from it. So I tend to focus a lot more on like propellers and motors, because those are the two things, batteries. Those are the things that give you real noticeable results. With my 15-ish year experience previous to this hobby in cars and motorsports and instruction and all that fun stuff, I was really forced to face like my own placebo and my own confirmation bias, and force myself out of those things. So with FPV, and so like for example, right, when I went from RXSRs to Crossfire, there is a known latency improvement, and I've never felt it. And all of my micros are on RXSRs still, and then all of my 5-inch rigs are on Crossfire. And to this day, I have never actually noticed a difference, which is interesting, because I don't know of a single other person that has ever said that. So either I'm a terrible pilot, right, or I'm sort of maybe the only one that's seeing through the placebo or the confirmation bias. And yeah, I'm not going to spend money if, like, yeah, this hobby has been super, super, super budget for me from the very first day when I was unemployed, when I picked this hobby up. So if I'm going to spend money on something, there better damn well be like a legit noticeable like difference that it's gonna be that it's gonna make. So that approach has kind of shaped me into the broken person that you see before you. Know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm unfortunately not the guy to hem and haw about a 1 millisecond improvement in controlling latency, because it just doesn't make me fly any better. And if something doesn't make me fly any better, or it doesn't make the footage better, it better be free, right? And I don't get anything for free. So yeah, sorry, dude. Hit Joshua Bardwell's channel. He's got tons of good info on Tracer and Crossfire, and I mean, hit anybody else's channel. Everybody else is obsessed with it. I am not, because I just haven't. Yeah, for all the reasons that I just said. Sick of Life 90 says white one in my opinion. I've had one white hoodie, and it got very dirty very fast. So I tend to stay away from white stuff. Sick of Life 90 also says get a set of Flywoo 1404 NIN V2s. Need to know if they suck. I think I have one. They don't have the right KVs, is why I only got one of those motors. They don't have a high enough KV, basically. So, in my opinion, they do suck, because if the KV is too low, you can't fix that. If the KV is too high, you can fix it. Athix says, get glide arms. YouTube did the thing, scrolling back up. Oh, wow, I'm way behind. Okay. All right, so cool. This will just be a Q&A stream, because the chat is filled up with probably good stuff. Is that what I changed the name of the stream to, I think? Did I change it to Q&A? Q&A? Okay, cool. All right. Athix says XT30 to PH is for baby tooth batteries. Right. Good call. Remisim says I'll PayPal right now if. Oh, god damn it, Larry. Oh, well, no, I already put your stuff in the mail, Dan, so it wouldn't have worked anyway. Damn, I would have still thrown it on there and sent you another. Well, I guess it doesn't make sense to send another package. Scroll. Veritas Weasel says, I have a lot of huge gold lock nuts, quite indestructible on drones and chicks take them. Nice. Weirdo with a skateboard in the house. He said to check Discord. I will at the end of the stream. Drone Pilot says, damn it, you guys. I just ordered another set of FPV Cycle 30mm motors and props for 4-inch, 3-inch drill jig, etc. And cut the $260. Why? Alexander Romaneco says, alternatively, do this. $11 drill bit and mini jig. I put basic instructions on how you could do this yourself with a drill guide and 2 bits in Discord. Too late now, but good suggestion, Alexander. And for everybody else, take Alexander's advice. Sounds like it's on Discord. Yeah. Bad stream is bad. That's okay. I'm hungry. Not all the streams can be great. It's okay. It's all right. KVFPV says, take a break and eat food. KVFPV, don't tell me what to... Don't you tell me how to run my life. Plus, streams don't really work like that. I can't just, like, walk away for 20 minutes. Oh, It's Blunty is live. Everybody go... Why is he live this early? Go watch It's Blunty. His stream is probably way better than this one. His streams get a lot more viewers. And they are better. Weirdo with a Skateboard says, about the latency thing, talked to Super Lux about it. Shameless. He talked about how the latency is a big thing when stuff comes down to muscle memory, that 0.008 of a second difference. It could be. Yeah, he's a really good pilot. So, yeah, he's probably right. Yeah. He is right. He's right. Because I can't be right as the only one that's had this experience, right? Like, I'm definitely wrong. But that's okay, you know? I try to keep this shit on a budget, and there are other things that, in my opinion, have more of an effect on my piloting. Veritas Weasel says, which radio should I buy for Velocidrone and liftoff? Depends on your hands, Veritas Weasel. Try to link up with local pilots and get all handsy with their transmitters and see which one feels best in your hand. I have big-ass long fingers, so the QX7 is the only transmitter that really works with my hands. But I don't know how long your fingers are, so I can't really answer that question. Don Ladd says, I meant 1/1000. Oh, it looks like I missed his comment. Just to let you know, the stuff we built is within 1,000th. I'm not sure what we're talking about, Don. Let me scroll back up and see what we're talking about. Don says, you can't scale up KV, bro. Yeah, I'm not sure what we're talking about. Oh, and it looks like Don's gone now. That's annoying. I have to see, this is why I hate being behind on chat, but I just got to move on. Simon says, Simon says, love your stuff. Came across you on Pardo's page. Any thoughts on the upcoming flight controller H7s out there and any experience with them? No experience with them, Simon, until there's something in the software in Betaflight that is going to take advantage of H7s. I really don't think there's a reason to do it. They're going to be really expensive on the, while they're still on the hype train. And so, yeah, like, spending that extra money is going to get you zero performance improvement. I guess it'll get you bragging rights, maybe, with your friends of, like, ha, you guys suck, you're still on F7s, I'm on an H7. But, be wary, because they could come back to you and go, oh, yeah? How's that working out for you? Is Betaflight running better on that H7? It's not? Okay. So, yeah. I mean, there's just nothing. I mean, shit. There's no performance improvement going beyond F4 at this point. So, I mean, I've moved to buying only F7s because I know that eventually, Well, so I started buying F7s when the prices came down, when the hype train, pulled into the I don't know what happens to the hype train. Does it pull in the station? Does it derail? Yeah, as soon as the F7 boards came down in price to where the F4 boards were, I switched over to F7s. And I think you should do the same thing with the H7s. Just wait, because I mean, you're just pissing money away, just to feel better about having the newest best thing. But there's going to be literally zero performance difference. And that's all I really care about. If I'm going to spend more money on something, it better perform noticeably better. Don Ladd said, oh yeah, it's him saying he's leaving. Weirdo says, makes a huge difference to if you save it or not. I ran out of characters. Yeah, for some people it does, Weirdo. For the people that kind of like bail on so for people that as they're going towards a gap or a tree or something and they might not make it, if that pilot is willing to bail on that, yes, lower latency will make a fraction of a second difference. I don't fly like that, especially like if I'm in any kind of a flow and I'm going towards something where I might not make it, I just go through it because I'm already in a flow and I'm already trying to, have a really cool section of video, and to second guess it and bail at that point ruins that. So I tend to just kind of go for it. Our rigs are extremely durable. They're very inexpensive to fix. You can fix them in the comfort of your own home. So yeah, maybe I'm just not a pilot. Maybe I'm just not the right customer for this hype train of stuff. All that being said, again, as I said a minute ago, I'm definitely wrong. Like I'm for sure wrong with this. Don't take anything that I'm saying with the latency for. This is just my experience and my reasoning behind focusing more on other things that I've found make me better than fractions of a second in latency. YouTube did the thing. Let's see if I can find. There we go. Veritas Weasel says, if you're hungry, it's a bag of Snickers bars. It works for me. Man, I wish I had a bag of Snickers bars. CiottiFPV says, Bob is apparently working on a 2 to 12S H7 AIO. 2 to 12S, good lord. That's crazy. Weirdo the Skateboard says, if there's one thing I've learned from skating, it's this. It's that you just have to go fast and commit. Yeah, very true. I have the same sort of approach to flying. So I'm caught up on you guys tagging me, but since this is a Q&A stream, I'm just going to read through. Well, no, hold on. If It's Blunty is on, yeah, see, we're over an hour, and let me make sure that It's Blunty is on. Maybe I'm just going to have you guys raid his stream, because he's probably doing a good stream right now. Yeah, let's all raid It's Blunty stream. I'm gonna cut this one short. I'm not feeling great, and yeah, it's sort of just off the rails. So everybody go to It's Blunty stream. There's the link. Sorry this wasn't a great stream, but it happens sometimes. Yeah, sometimes things don't work out right, and that's okay. There'll be another one. There'll be another stream tomorrow, and then another one the next day, and then another one the next day, and 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 the next day, for the patrons. Patreon folks get a stream a day, whether they like it or not. So yeah, I'll see you there. Let's all go over and hang out with Blunty. And Alexander says, if you're hungry, you clap your hands. I clapped quietly so I didn't peek the mic and blow your guys' heads off. I hope you appreciate that. If not, it's okay too. Weirdo says, that might also be who I have broke both my hands fighting, but we won't talk about that. And then Veritas Weasel says, what's the L, man? This is a great stream. Thanks, dude. What's the L? What do you mean, what's the L? I don't know what what's the L means. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Let's go raid It's Blunty, and we'll get a good stream for the day. Be good. I'll see you guys tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Thursday? I don't know what tomorrow's stream will be. But I'll do something. Maybe if I feel better, we'll just do some more micro. I will feel better because I'll eat tomorrow. I've been really good with this like morning routine. Oh, Ella's lost. Yeah, okay, right. Boomer. Yeah, today was the first day in 2-ish weeks that I broke from my like this morning routine that I've kind of developed for 2021 to be better. And it shows. So yeah, tomorrow I will not break from my morning routine because it's really helped me, and this is kind of cool. I'm kind of glad that this stream went to hell because this drives home the importance of what I've been doing. So that's kind of cool. Here's some flying. Here's some more from that day with Joshua Bodwell. Enjoy. Go watch It's Blunny stream. He's a great person and deserves our love. Bye-bye. Here's some flying. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's bad. Ooh, the camera's out of focus. That's not good. Oh, it's not good. It's me driving around. It's me recovering the quad. There you go. Here's something. It's not gonna be great. Goodbye. Love you guys. A fitting end. See you tomorrow.